Good morning, everybody. It's Diana Jorel Gutierrez. Happy New Year and welcome to January. I am going to be pulling cards for this month to see what the heck we can all expect in terms of the cosmos and what you can prepare for. So, if you are just joining me and you're new to my channel, please subscribe and say hello below. And the way this works, I encourage you to get out a sheet of paper and something to write with. And as the cards go up, you can write down what your intuitive impressions are because your energy is going to be different than mine, right? So mine is just one interpretation of it. I am all about empowering others to trust their own intuition. So here we go. I'm also going to give you some important dates. And we've already come into the beginning of January. There's been a bit of like this lull, kind of like this rise and then this lull. I don't know if you all felt that around the 31st, 1st, and 2nd, this past weekend. You may have been doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of just inner and external excavation, decluttering. I know I was cleaning out closets like a mad woman, reorganizing my office. That's my insane to-do list. But it may feel like the year hasn't officially started until today, until the 4th. And so if that's been the case, just know that we're still, it's like in an emotional hangover from 2020. So don't beat yourself up if you still feel like you're not fully in the new year. It's okay. And once we get to Wednesday, which is the 6th, this is the last quarter moon. And you want to just jot down the 6th because there may be a tendency to want to overcommit to things, to say yes to a lot of things, to make a lot of promises. And I'm just encouraging everybody to go within today and tomorrow and see, what do I have space for? What do I have energy for? What do I have time for? And then all the other exciting kind of invitations and opportunities that you get may, fit in later in the month. Don't feel pressure to have to say yes to everything because it's tempting, right? And the first card that I pulled, and I actually decided to pull from two different decks. So I'm pulling from Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler Oracle cards and Goddess Guidance. Begin now. Take your first step. So this is about hellos and goodbyes, which is the tenor of the month, right? The beginning. It's like there's so much that came before you, there's so much that's coming after you, and you may not have all the answers right this second, but that's okay. Just take the next step. And trust that what has left your life, right, is for your highest good, and you're going to be meeting a lot of new people, interacting a lot more with, the things that are important to you, and just trust that even though you may feel alone, right? You're never alone. You've got support all around you. And the other thing I'm drawn to in this card is a willingness to see a bright future. So often, and certainly from last year, right? It was so easy to kind of give in to the doom and gloom and the uncertainty. And while we still have uncertainty, and we always will to some degree, right? No matter what's happening, you can really stay strong in your mind and your heart and see, wow, there's ultimately many possibilities and options beyond what my mind can even comprehend. So trust in that kind of magical wide open space. And that's what this card is about. Believe in the wide open spaces again. Don't constrict yourself just because there's a lot of fear or anxiety around you. And then we go into the second week. Technically in the second week, but I pulled the goddess Iseult or Iseult, Undying Love. And this is a beautiful card. It's often misunderstood when I do relationship readings and I pull this. Usually it indicates a breakup or an ending or a mourning of something, but it doesn't always have to mean that. It says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. There's such a glare. I'm trying to get it so you can see the card. When I look at this for everybody for week 2 in January, it is about really tapping into the beauty that's all around you. You may feel guided to revamp your external appearance, so get a haircut, change the way you're dressing, move stuff around in your home, change your name, change your relationship status. Like there's some kind of positive change, but it's connected to improving your life, right? Beauty. And if you can see, again, what's fallen away and honor it, then you're more likely to embrace this bright future that wants to present itself. And then on the 12th, we have a beautiful new moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn is a very serious sign, but it's also a very loyal placement. And so it gives you that determination to make it to the finish line with what's important to you. So if you've been procrastinating, let's say on an exercise plan, I know I have. I fell off the wagon for the holidays. It's your time, right, to get back in the saddle and to recommit and really know why you're recommitting. It's not just for the external goal, but it's for something deeper, a bigger meaning. Capricorn asks you, what is it that you want to last in your life? What are you giving your life force energy to that's going to go the long haul versus just a temporary fix or temporary, like instant gratification kind of thing? The energy is very serious, is very committed, and it's also very determined. So you can make lots of monumental shifts in your career next week, relationships, even within your own mind, elevating your own mindset to something that is more inspiring and empowering to you. It's a great time to do some excavation on the internal world as well. And then we get to the third week. I love this card, Voyage of the Heart. It's this beautiful goddess just holding a little seedling and leaves all around her. And I don't know if you can see, but at the bottom there's a little ship in the ocean. And it looks like the ocean's crashing, but she's just so big. This is love flows through you and to you. So week 3 is okay, you've taken all these big risks, you've taken the leaps, you've set down your goals, you're making some progress. Now make sure that it's all aligned to the heart. Make sure that you're giving out love as much as you're concentrating on your goals, right? So this is a year where you will see different opportunities to lead with the heart and also bring the intellect on board. It's not just about leading with your heart and kind of being an open vessel for whatever energy wants to come. And it's also not about leading completely from your head and not being connected to something deeper. So it's about the integration, and that can be for so many people really challenging. We tend to feel more comfortable in one area or the other. So this is your area of growth. For me, I tend to lead with my heart, so it feels very weird to lead with my head. I'm learning how to embrace my logical, analytical side and not be afraid of it and let it integrate with my heart and emotional and spiritual space. For you, it might be flipped, but this card is an indication that you are going on a voyage of the heart, and so it's important to be passionate about what you're doing. Or why do it, quite honestly, right? All right, then we go to week 4, and we've got the beautiful goddess Kuan Yin, goddess of compassion. She says, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So this is a week of compassion. This is a week of, it feels like a quieter week as we get towards the end of the month, taking stock of what happened, taking stock of where you want to get closer in relationship and where you're like, no, I tried it, I'm still ready to cut ties, goodbye. But I'm going to have compassion for that choice. And then on the 28th, so as we go into the final week of January, we have a full moon in Leo. And Leo's big, it's bold. Even the quiet Leos, there's something kind of beneath the surface that wants to come out, that wants to shine. So let yourself shine. The 28th falls on a Thursday. And the card that I got for that one, to kind of wrap up everything, is surrendering to the journey, release control, which as a Leo myself, I know can be so hard to do. I'm holding my tiger's eye heart right here. So there's a lot this month that may feel like you're still navigating, literally. and you're still seeing where the chips are going to fall, and you may not know where you're going, but you know how you want to feel and you are in control of your own energy. So you really have to surrender to what is presenting itself, even if that's to pause, even if that's to wait for a better, more clear direction. There's nothing wrong with sitting in the boat and enjoying the vista instead of paddling your way furiously towards some random place that you don't really know is going to get you where you want to go. You just need to be moving. Sometimes we just need that. We just need that frenetic movement. But this year, and especially this month, if I were to give you, a phrase to represent it, it would be quiet courage. Quiet courage is what I wrote down for all of you. And where do you need to really trust yourself? Where do you need to let go of what other people think of you and really go into that quiet, still space of what would blow my freaking mind this year to create, to accomplish, to experience, and then trust that as you declare those desires, that the way to fulfill those desires will be shown. Maybe not right away, maybe not in one neat, tight little bow and menu for you and step by step, but you'll get nudges, you'll get hints, you'll hear conversations, you'll be guided to certain books or a certain page. And it's about believing in magic again. So it's a really packed month. I want to go over the cards really quickly if you're jumping on late. So as we start, it's saying just start. Just start. You're not going to have all the answers, just begin. Honor what came before you, honor the beauty that's around you, and know that it's safe for you to make changes in your external and internal world that match that beauty. You're invited this year to marry the heart and the mind. So honoring both sides of yourself and seeing how they can work better together. Too much in one direction and your ship tips over. If you're too in the heart, you might be taken advantage of. You might feel all over the place. If you're too in your head, no idea sticks. It's just like leaves blowing in the wind. But the perfect balance is right here, and you're totally capable of it. Have compassion for the process. Have compassion for yourself. Let go of judgment. And as you do that, you're able to navigate with spirit where you're supposed to be. All right, that is what I have for you. I would love to hear from you. What spoke to you? What is your focus this month? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like more, check out the website at thedancinggoddess.com and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a beautiful week and happy 2021.